Hello, everybody. It's me. We're doing this again. Why? I don't. I don't really know. We're gonna be playing Guess That Solarballs related object or thing. I don't even know. My career's going down the drain. But we're doing this again. We played this last night, and it was probably the most erratic experience I've ever seen. But that's okay. We played doing it again. So here's the deal. I'm going to be specific about what it is, but I'm not gonna be yeah. You'll get the point. You'll get the point. you won't get the point. But the thing is, this is gonna be really specific, and I'm gonna try to make this as easy as it clinically can. So I'm trying to be quiet because there's something going on downstairs and we don't talk about that. Okay. So are we ready? I mean, I don't know if I'm even ready, but or I'm gonna try to. So are we ready? Are we ready for this game, I guess? Because I don't even know if I'm ready. Okay, I'm gonna pick a random thing you gotta guess. It's not gonna be so hard. It's not. Okay. You are looking for an episode. I'm gonna make this really basic. Episode. This episode is part of an arc. And sometimes it is seen at the turning point of this arc. And it has something to do with a specific planet that you've seen a lot in these episodes. Well, future episodes as well, but which episode am I? And I'm going to say this is a major arc. Out of every arc in here, it's one of the major ones. So the planet is Earth. And I will repeat this again. This episode is part of a major arc, and it is seen as the turning point of this arc. And a Pacific planet, which is now Earth, or we know that has made this its turning point. Which episode am I? It could be any episode, technically. This episode is The Moon Revolution, Part 3, or just 3, because I think they say just 3, but, well, when you know, you know. No, that's true. It's actually, which is weird, but first of all, that's extremely really unspecific. Okay, you are looking for another episode. This is one of the most recent ones, but a planet has left from this episode and has never returned to our sighting yet. Currently, which episode am I? I'm gonna repeat this again. In this episode, one planet leaves and hasn't been seen since. But it's one of the more recent ones. Which episode am I? I'll be a bit more specific with this one. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it, but let's be more specific. So in this episode, one planet leaves after one returns. That makes it blatantly obvious which one it is. this episode was, or I think is, Jupiter is Back Part 2. I think Neptune left in that episode and never returned to our likings for guess. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, you are looking for. What's this? You are looking for a celestial body. Out of all the celestial bodies in this class, this one is probably the one that acts similar to a moon. And sometimes it's shipped with that said moon. And this character is a female. So, what is the celestial body? I'm going to say this again. In the class of this celestial body, it is one of the most underrated or not well-rated characters because of her very similar personality to a moon. Which character is this? Or celestial body, I guess. The answer is, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Eris. I think it's. I don't even know how to say it. So you yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. I can't do this anymore. Okay. All right. How are we doing? Should we do a point system here or not? We're not doing a point system here. Okay, this one is going to be pretty hard, and if anybody gets this, I will actually give you $20, or not really, but I'll be really happy if you do get this. These two are hypothetical objects, and said on the wiki, or hypothetical planet wiki, these two are the creation of all the rocky planets in the solar system. Well, the ones before Jupiter did his great attack, and yeah. Grand Tact, and yeah. To be honest, I actually wouldn't know who this was if I hadn't looked at the wiki. But okay, I'll repeat this again. These two are hypothetical objects. And I'm gonna say this again. They're big hypothetical objects that were said to have crashed into each other in the early days of the solar system and has made the rocky planets as we know, to this day. Oh, somebody got it right! It's Neo and blah, blah, blah. I can't even do it anymore. I can't do this anymore. It's somebody said it. Ennio and Bellina. Actually, that's actually who it is. I'm surprised somebody actually got that right. Because I didn't even know. No. And I'm gonna look that up. Wait. No. These guys are actually real. Okay. This is what happens when I Here. These guys actually are real. Let me just show you. Shit. These guys. To be honest, I wouldn't actually know that if I wasn't searching it, because I make my hypothetical planets or whatever if I know the most about them, and maybe I'll make these guys, but I don't know. No, but they are real. I didn't know that. So, okay. These two are, okay, I'm going to read this from the wiki. It says, I'm not even going to try to say their name anymore. Were two super Earth or even super giant planets theorized or theorized to have crashed into each other to make every single rocky planet and moons in the solar system, and also the asteroid belt. But I don't even know if that's real. Okay. This one is I'm gonna be very vague, but if you can get any of its names, you'll get the point. Okay, this celestial body has gotten many names, and one of their names is because of its color. It has done a major role in a lot of episodes, and we may not see them again until maybe September, or I don't know how long they're stretching this Thea arc, but yeah. Who is this celestial body? Actually, that could be any celestial body. It's Planet X. We call this guy Blueberry every single time. And it's freaking hilarious. But, anyway. Okay. I'm gonna. That's really good. You can call him Planet W. You could call him Blueberry. You can call him Nebrew. You can call him Planet. Well, can you call him Planet 9 or the fifth gas giant? Even though they're technically all supposed to be different celestial bodies. It says that, but yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, here we go. You guys ready for the next freaking question? Alright, this is not from a solar card, but this is a celestial body. And I'm going to say this because this may be kind of something that, you'll get the gist. This celestial body looks very specific and makes it different from the rest of the moons of this planet. It is connected to a type of ice cream because of its specific surface. What celestial body am I? Or who am I? Okay, wait. Okay, I'll say this again. This moon, I just said it, moon looks very different from the other moons of its planet. It looks like ice cream or a type of ice cream. That makes it very specific. Who is this celestial body? It's actually really easy. But this is Iapetus. Okay, my pronunciation made me trash. But do you see this Iapetus? Like, seriously, he looks like ice cream. Neapolitan ice cream. Look at this guy. You put pink in the middle, and you call it a day. Look at this. What is this? Wait. He looks like Neapolitan ice cream. You just look at that. You just add some pink in the middle, and you got yourself a ice cream. All right. Okay, we're going back to solar cards again. Let's see if we can guess this character or whatever. I don't know. No, but let's see what you have in store. You are looking for an anomaly card. This is going to be really specific, but you're looking for an anomaly card. With this anomaly card, your enemy must show you all their cards. This is actually really specific and really easy if you know like the basic ones. Who is this one? It can actually be anyone, but this is I can't say it. Hudson. I can't. Is that actually his real name? I don't think that's his real name. Imagine your name being freaking Hudson. I would be really sad. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see how much you guys really know about your past planets. Okay? This hypothetical object was said to orbit another celestial body, which before it got pulled away. And it's said that it has been flung out of this solar system because of that, I think. Who is this celestial body? This is a hypothetical object. And it's not technically the wiki, but it is. Triton's binary bleh. I can't do this anymore. It's Triton's binary partner. Oh my freaking god. Alright. You are looking for a moon. And it is a pretty small moon, to be in fact. And if you get this one, you're really cool, I guess. Let's see if I can find them. Oh my freaking god. Okay. One of the smaller moons of its planet, it orbits very close to its planet as well, making it only 12 hours. But wait, how does that make any sense? Okay, I'm not going to read that part, but it's named after the foster mother of Zeus in Greek mythology. Venus does not have a card yet. I will say that every single time. She does not have a card yet somehow. Who is this planet? Venus does not have a card. I'm going to say it every time. Venus does not have a freaking card. A freaking card. I said Zeus. It means it's Jupiter. Jesus. Because I wouldn't even get it because I barely know anything. But this was okay. Let me just Ameathea, the orange, the one that looks like a pancake or whatever. I didn't even know that was a good name for it. It's this thing. I don't even know who that is. I wouldn't even know who that is. Okay. No. Wait. I need to find a good card. Alrighty, Roo. Okay, you are looking for a moon again. It is known as one of the major 8 in the series, major 8 moons that come up more than once and are very iconic for some reason. This character is doing something similar to what another character did before she has. And this moon is from one of the ice giants. Who is this moon? Okay, I made it blatantly obvious who that is. We all know who that is. We all do. Who is that? It's actually just Titania. If you didn't know that was Titania, you haven't watched the recent episodes because Titania acts like shit, or literally is fucking terrible. Why is she acting like Europa but worse? I'm just gonna say that she is terrible. She is terrible. See it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see if you know any more hypothetical planets. See, I'm gonna look at this one because I don't actually know who this is. But No, wait, this one's really bad. Wait, shut up. Okay, see if you know this one. Because of this moon's gravity, it destroyed another moon, and destroyed another moon. It gives its planet a very iconic something. Who is this moon? And if you can guess who it destroyed, I'll give you a cookie or something. Okay. It's easy who it is. It's Titan and Chrysalis. If you didn't know, Titan, I think it said that Titan had too much of his gravity and he yeeted Chrysalis into Saturn, and then after that, Saturn got its iconic rings. It's sad. It's sad as wait, speaking of Chrysalis, since we get the first planets, are we gonna see her? Are we gonna see Chrysalis in the new episode? Probably not. But if we do, I would really be really happy because I really need that. Okay. Let's see if you can guess this character from its personality. Now, this is the hardest one that I actually make. But we're going to see if you know them by their personality. Okay. This character, it has had a better way in the older videos than it does now. Now, it is more seen as a minor character than major character, and sometimes it's said to not even need the role of protagonist anymore. Who is this character? And I'll be very specific with this one, but if I say the specific thing, it will give it away. Okay, I'll repeat it. This celestial body's personality was better before in the older educational videos than it does now. It is more seen as a minor character than a major character as it did. And sometimes I can say this, but maybe doesn't even deserve the protagonist role anymore. Who is this character? The character was... Okay, the character is Mars. Now, you gotta hear me out on this one. Okay, there is nothing going for Mars. For anything. Mars is so freaking... he has not got nothing. He's got freaking nothing. Nothing. For the past 100 episodes. He has gotten nothing going for him. He doesn't have a good arc. His whole personality relies on the Earth pretty much. Jesus freaking Christ. Okay. Okay, you ready for some more personality guessing? Alright. This character is one of the characters with a very specific way of how they talk. And as the wiki said, they are pretty easily, well, how do I say this? They tend to be pretty obedient, as I would like to call it. And they did not like their planets until something happened. Who is this celestial body? It is not a planet, it is a moon, because I said they did not like their planet before. So, who is this? Okay, we're getting warmer with Enceladus, or it's not Enceladus. It actually is Enceladus. Idiot. Yeah. I'm recording something. Again? This character was okay, I'm like going a freaking staggered tree, but this was Memes. And that's how you see it. I don't want to say anybody's name anymore. Name anymore. I'm stupid. To be honest, if you didn't watch, because it says in the wiki, and I quote, it says that he's like, okay, where is he right now? Oh my freaking god! It says that he's pretty, okay. What did, Jesus freaking Christ. Alright, you are again looking for a person. Now, find out who this character is. This character has a very, very specific personality that they only have. It is said that this character has gotten much light theoretically and technically in real life. It's mostly overshadowed literally by its counterpart. Who is this? Okay, that's easy. Who is that? If you say okay, I'll repeat this again. This character has a very specific, role or personality, I guess, but it's mostly overshadowed by its counterpart. And hasn't gotten much screen time at all. And it's really overshadowed in real life and technically here. This character was the dark side of the moon. I need the dark side of the moon right here, right now. Like, seriously. I can't do this anymore. Why can't he just have, one screen time of light? Like, literally and physically. He's such a cool character, and yet we never see him at least, once. Idiot. Idiot. Alright. Okay, you are looking for another character. Okay. This character was pretty how do I say this? Rude in some parts of their wake, but they have gotten a bit nicer from then, and it's been labeled as their planet at least once, and it said that they have grown from the time they have debuted. Who is this celestial body? That could absolutely be 3 freaking characters. Actually, 4 if you count one of them. Okay, I'll say this again. This character would have been said to be rude at the start of their debut. But as the time went on, they've gotten a bit more friendly and maybe more considerate, and been labeled as their planet at least once in the series. Who is this celestial body? This character, actually, it could be two characters. If you give me one of them, I'll count it. Who is it? I said it's been seen or named as their planet, so it can't be a freaking planet. This is, if you said Ganymede or Europa, you're correct. Because they have acted really rude in the first part of their debut. Because the first, the whole Lunar Illusion, whatever they had going on there. And after that, well, only Ganymede was labeled as Jupiter once. But, well, the more you freaking know. Okay. Hold on. Wait. I just need to see. Okay, that's a lot of characters. Okay. This one is very Pacific, and it's very, very Pacific. they don't have a specific personality, but they only have been seen in a few episodes and could be seen again. The design is very, very, very interesting, as you can call it, and has only been seen by one celestial body here, and it's been seen in recent episodes. Who is this character? Okay, I'll repeat this again. This character has no specific personality, has a specific voice and a specific design, and only has been seen once by a celestial body in the recent episodes. And I don't know if we're going to see them again, but you may. Who is this character? I said specific design because they are very specific, and this character, and to be honest, I wouldn't even know that was a real thing, but this character is Singularity. You probably didn't know that. And also, he doesn't even have his own wiki, or it, or they. I don't freaking know. Do you guys know what I mean by he looks very Pacific, or they? At this point, I don't even know anymore. I don't know. No, because his voice is very Pacific, or okay, I need to stop saying it's he, because it's not a he. It doesn't have a gender, but I can't do this anymore. Okay. Okay. This character. Okay, you're not looking for another character. They do not have a solar card yet, which they should, because another character of this class does. And it's the anomaly card, which it's that. Character was killed by another in not really recent, but you can call one of the newer episodes. I think they were killed in it's implied they were killed, and is working for another character, or was, because they're presumed to be dead currently. But who is? They died recently, or maybe you can call it recent. It's in one of the yeah. It's not human, but it works for a human. Actually, they gave it away. But if you know who this character is, okay, they actually needed more freaking screen time. Well, also they have a really Pacific accent, as well as its owner, or I guess you can call it owner or assistant. It is Lenka. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know how to say her name either, but here we freaking are. It's Liz. I can't even do it. It's this robot. She needed more screen time. I love her so much. Her accent was adorable. She didn't deserve to be killed, but oh my freak! Why did she die? Why did she have to die? Or they? Okay, I cannot do this any freaking more, man. She needed more screen time. She needed more happiness. She needed everything. It said she was killed, technically. It says she was killed off screen by SAR, or SAR. That sounds stupid. Okay, this character is you can put it in either categories of major and minor, but they don't have a real role. But they are seen in the more recent episodes. And they can't do one thing, but they have been seen countless times with two other characters and another one who's been introduced currently. We have seen them more in Lost Earth, in the Lost Earth arc, or when Earth was leaving and he got frozen over and blah 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 blah, but blah blah blah. I don't even know anymore. But Who is this character? And I'm going to narrow it down. It is a human character. They're seen with other humans, but they don't have an ability to do something, or they just don't at all. But they're currently safe, but maybe they're not. I don't know. It is Astro Sun. Okay, can he actually talk? I don't know. Can he talk? I don't really know. Can he talk? He can't talk. Can he talk? I don't even know if he can talk, guys. Okay, he's mute? Is he... it says he's mute. Is he actually mute? Okay. Alright. So... Ready for some more personality trivia. Because for some reason, and I'm looking at the wiki to see every single character. There's a lot of characters in this freaking piece of crap. This character's personality isn't pinpointed anywhere, but they debuted in a recent episode, or not really recent, but it's one of the newer ones, and has been seen multiple times now, and they did something for the moons that is blatantly makes them a really one that you guys probably know who this is. You guys know who that is. If you guys don't know who that is, but it's weird. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. This character has debuted in one of the more recent episodes, and has been seen countless times after that, but it's not with its class of characters anymore, as you can call it. They have helped the moons, which is its class, in the more recent episodes. Who is this character? I just said moon, so it's in the moon category. Who do you think this is? It's Menace. Menace. I love Menace. Okay. What is that? Whoa. Okay. Do you know this character by its personality? This character is one of the more positive characters in the whole series. They act as more as your carefree or very happy character, and you can call her similarly to the character Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. And for some reason, they're not shaped as they should be currently. But yeah, who is this character? Okay, I'll say this again. This character is one of the more positive out of all the characters in the series. It is very chirpy and has been seen as more likely happiness. And you can put their personality in the same place as Pinkie Pie from MLP. Yet their size and shape is not how they're supposed to be in real life. And this character is Sharon? Is it Sharon or Karen? I think it's Sharon. I can't fucking do this anymore. I think it's Sharon. That's how you say her name, but it's Sharon. Sharon. I love Sharon. She makes me so happy when she's on screen. She's like so happy. I need her in my life. life, but we never see her anymore. Or maybe, oh, okay, actually, that is a freaking lie. But okay. You are looking for another moon personality. This one acts very, very firm and straightforward. Maybe one of the more smarter of the moons of this planet, and has said to something to a Pacific planet, and she can be seen as a very, very, let's just say, independent out of all of them. And she kind of sounds like another character, but we don't talk about that. She's not part of the major 8, though, which is Luna, Ganymede, or just say Luna, the Galilean moons, Titan, Titana, or Triton. They're not any of those. Who is this moon? Okay, I wouldn't even know if you haven't seen her, but the answer is Dione, or that, or Princess Dione, as Saturn said it that one time. Idiot. Okay. You're looking for, I don't know how you can classify this character, but they are seen as a pretty negative character. Though negative character, or maybe negative. We don't really know their personality as much, but they are a friend of another character, I think. But I don't really know. I don't know if they actually are the friend of that character. Maybe they're not. I don't know. No, but yeah, it says her on the wiki. It says her personality isn't that good, but she's like a protector of its planet, and you know what I mean. And I guess she's not. Actually, I wouldn't even get this, so I'm just gonna say it. This was Umbriel. Okay. I need to quit. Okay, she doesn't have a personality. It just says she's mute. I don't know what to say about that. I freaking don't know what to say about that. She doesn't have any personality. It says it on the wiki. Why? Give her a personality then. She deserves a. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We have seen this character only once, and there's a possibility we'll see this character again. They do not have a solar card yet. They should. And a certain character is said to be going to this character, or more if you count that. Who is this character? And I'm just going to say it. This is a female character to make it much easier. I just said it's going to this object. Something is going to this object. We only seen this character once, and this is a female character, so you can narrow it down to it's not any of them. Oh yes, this is okay. I literally can't do this. How do you say her name? Proximia Centuri. That's the best that I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's her. Or I can't do this anymore. All right, here's another character. Like similar to another character, this character doesn't really have a specific personality, but it has a similar one to other characters throughout the series. and it is sadly hated for some reason. I don't know why, but it's hated for a certain reason. And I made a short about him too, and it's sad, but it's true. True. This character has only been seen maybe twice or three times, but there's a running gag of this character, and it's hidden for some reason. Who is this character? It's actually, this is when you know I've been tricking you guys for way too long. Way too long. It is a character who I made one thing about this character specifically, and it's because of a running gag that a friend of mine, or maybe friend, I don't know. I don't know if we're friends, but a friend of mine made, and for some reason it's they're hated for their voice, and their personality is pretty similar to other characters. This is a freaking running gag now. Who is this character? I'm gonna see if anybody gets it, but if nobody gets it, it's actually really funny. We know who it is. I haven't made one with. Maybe I should do one with Sar, but it is Okay, Oberon. Kill me with fire. I cannot do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore. It is Oberon. Sadly. Why is Oberon so hated? It's his freaking voice that everybody hates it. Why do we hate his voice? His voice isn't even that bad, but I guess you could say it was him. Okay. Here we go. This character is now maybe iconic, and is part of the major 8 moons. And if you guys don't know who that is, you figure it out now. Now, similar to another character, this one has changed in a way for the good than in the bad. And they have been said to be very smart and educated in what they do know. Who is this character? I'm going to say this again. This character is part of the major 8 moons. They are pretty underrated for their personality, even though they went from rude to a very, very straightforward. They are, you can say, very educated in what they do know, and they do know a lot. So, this character is Europa. The reason why I said smart and educated is because Ganymede said, and I quote, he said, "I may not be the brightest moon in the brightest or the brightest of the," but I don't even know what he said anymore. But it's Europa. Sadly. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna say this in like the nicest way possible. This character is very underrated, even very, very underrated. In my personal offense, they are very underrated for who they are. Yet they only been seen like very little time, but yet they are very, very, very sweet. Well, it kind of gave it away. They're very sweet, and mostly you'll see her with a smile on her face. Who is this character? They're underrated. I feel like they need more traction. The major 8 have too much. Too much. Okay, I'm gonna say it's a moon, but okay, I'm gonna say this again. This is, in my sense, is one of the more underrated characters. You could say they're very sweet and kind. And mostly, you'll see her with a smile on her face. it is Rhea. I love Rhea. You cannot make me hate Rhea. I love her so much. She needs more. I love Rhea. She's so cute. Or, yeah. Anyway. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get really specific right here, right now. But you were looking you are looking for one of the fundamental forces in this series. And I won't narrow those down, but their design and maybe personality is seemingly very similar to another character that is really specific. Okay, this is a very specific character. It's one of the fundamental forces. And if anybody cheats, I'm gonna come to your house. Anyway, their design is kind of similar to another. They're about a bit more exaggerated. It is how do I say? Okay, it's not that I can't say it. It's just they just look weird. They just look weird. They came their first debut. However, I think they debuted in the Big Bang Part 1. Yeah, like all the other fundamental forces, but they look extremely Pacific. I'm just gonna say that it is. They first debuted in the weak nuclear force. It's what it says, but that's a weird name. Anyway, I wouldn't even get that. Anyway, okay. Maybe we'll do a few more. Until we close it off for the day. This character is similar to another, is one of the more positive of the characters. And they are very interesting characteristics. I'm just gonna say that. Interesting characteristics and are part of the major 8. Or I need a plushie of this character so bad. This character so bad. I need a plushie of this character so bad. I need a plushie so bad. Okay. I think we already know who it is. It's Io or Io or how. Why does he say Io? I don't know. He's so why? I love Io too much. It's a problem. It's a freaking problem. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can get this 1 hour, then I'll close it off. Okay, this character is not part of the major 8, but you could consider them another member of it, because they've been seen more in the more recent videos. Well, kind of. Their shape isn't how they're supposed to look in real life. Yet they are, again, one of the more positive of the characters. You can also say they act a bit childlike. Who is this character? I'm going to say this again. This character is not part of the major 8, but you can consider them part of the major 8. But they are very, very childlike, and their shape isn't how they're supposed to look like. Like, similar to Sharon? Okay, I'm so done with this. Sharon. But this character was Okay, I'm gonna give you one more chance because it's not anything that you guys have said yet. It's not any of them. Oh, actually, somebody did say it. Somebody did say it. say it. It is Proteus. Or okay, I'm not even gonna try to name these moons anymore. I literally cannot. This is like stupid. Okay, let's see if we can guess this planet, and it make it really easy. This planet is, you could say, kind of carefree and kind of not carefree. Free. They are seen as a very beautiful planet in real life, but they're losing their flair a bit. And they can be characterized as one of the kindest things in the solar system. Who is this planet? They all can be considered nice, I guess, but they can all be considered nice. I'll say this again. This character is known as being very beautiful in real life, but it's losing its flair. And you can say it's one of the sweetest things in the solar system, or well, in the series, I guess. But and the answer is Saturn. He is too sweet for his own good. He is too sweet for his own freaking good. It's Saturn. We love Saturn here. Okay. We're going to be very specific with this one. This character is a character who's part of a horror series and could be considered as one. But it's actually related to something in real life. And is one of the more iconic outer dwarf planets. Who is this celestial body? I'm going to say this again. This character is part of a horror series, but it's actually part of the outer dwarf planets, and it's probably one of the more iconic ones, and we should really see them. And I really want to see them. They could be characterized as both genders, yet... Oh, okay, the Solarballs version looks really, really weird, but I'm just going to say that. It's really, really weird, but it's Sedata. Why do they look like that? Okay, I look up the wiki. Sedata is on there, but why do they look like that? Why do they? Oh, that's a girl. Okay, so Sedata is real. It's a girl. And they're not actually in an official episode, though. It's a girl. I didn't know that. That's a woman. Look at this. What is that? Why are they so pink? Why? That's a girl. It says it on the wiki. This is a freaking female. Now look at that. That's a. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that. I thought they were more pink. They were much more. I never seen Sedata with blue anywhere. Okay, I need to look up the real Sedata. Look at this. Where did the blue come from? Where in the world did the blue come from? Look at this. This is how the real Sedata looks. It's all pink or red. There's no blue on that shit. There is no blue. If you guys see my actual Sedata, it's actually from a really, really long time ago, but my Sedata is much more pink than that. It's you see him, or just him. I'm just gonna say him because actually I think you can call him they. I didn't think they were gonna make him female at all. He's supposed to be, or they're supposed to be pink. Where did the blue come from? I don't know where it actually came from. And if we're actually gonna, they better fix the design, or I'm gonna come to their freaking house. I don't even know. That's a totally different planet. That's a totally different dwarf planet. Who is that? Who is that? Yeah, but if there was ice, oh well, it should be more gray then, shouldn't it? And also, there's this where did the blue freaking come? Literally crashing out, or freaking character. It's not weirdo. Anyway, okay. Let's do one more character before I go freaking insane. Freaking insane. All right. I'm gonna if Sedata doesn't change, I'm gonna hate them for life. Anyway, this character is seen as both sides, as you can know what I'm saying. They are pretty major, I guess, and they have changed a bit from their debut, and coincidentally, they're in a ship, and that ship is probably the most famous one out of everyone that isn't canon. So that makes it blatantly obvious who that is. But if you don't know who that is, I'm gonna kill you. Kill you. I'm gonna say this again. This character has changed from their debut and is seen as a major character. A major character, I guess. They've changed a bit and is in one of the most famous non-canon ships ever. This character is Triton. Now, Neptune isn't even in any ships at all. Like, seriously. The reason why I say he changed a bit is because he kind of did, because he was kind of a bit, how do I say this? How do I say that because he kind of did. He was much more reserved. I don't know the word. I don't know the word to say that he. Okay. I don't. Why? I hate him. I don't hate him, but just saying. Okay, we're gonna do one more episode. Okay, this one episode is very, very Pacific. If somebody gets this, I will give you something. I don't know what I'll give you, but I'll give you something. This episode is part of the more minor arcs that most people really don't care about. But there was one scene, I think, was it at the start or at the finish? Maybe it was at the start. Was it? I think it was before the ad, or maybe after the ad. But it's specifically about the moons. Okay, I'll say this again. This episode is from a minor arc, and it is before a major arc, and it's pretty mid, as I would call it. But I think one part of it was really adorable. It has something to do with the moons, and I think it's after the ad that this scene comes out. That's that cute scene, but it's not really. I'm not saying that this arc is bad. It's just I don't really remember that much because it's really weird and stupid kind of. And then it is part of the Moon Club. It is. Which episode is it? It is part of the Moon Club, but which episode which part of it is? Yeah, I hate everything right now. This is that was part 2. Was that the time where they played hide and seek? Is that the time? I don't remember. Or don't really recall. It was part 2, I think. Alright. Okay, this one's blatantly easy, but I'm going to make it very, very, very vague. This celestial body, and this is going to be the last one. This celestial body has a lot going on for it. Like, really a bunch. But yet, it may or may not be a favorite or not favored by many characters in this, by many people who are in this fandom. But But to be honest, I think they could be really relatable to some people if you look at it in the right way, unless sort of wrong way, but maybe right way, but I don't know. Okay, I'll repeat this again, and I'll be very vague because this is really obvious. This celestial body has a lot going for it, and sometimes can be considered as a pretty mid or bad or even good sometimes. They're in the middle, kind of. But you could see them as relatable to some people. Who is this celestial body? If I say one thing, it's going to bring it all down the drain. Do you guys want a hint? I'll give you a hint. I don't really care. What type of hint do you want? I can't say like what class it's in, but you want a hint? I don't really care. What do you want the hint to be about? It can be anything, but I can't say something really specific, or you guys will already know who it is. So I can't give you its name because that's cheating. Well, not cheating. I'm trying to get this stink bug out of here. You get their color also give it away. Get away because most of them have different colors, but their personality. Their personality is pretty wacky. I'm just gonna say that. It goes up and down. It goes up and down, and it's pretty awkward. And this character and other system related or space related, this character's gender has been switched from female to male or male to female, and any of them. So who is this character? Okay, I'm going to say this again. This character has a lot going for it with his wacky personality. And you could say he's overrated, underrated, or well-rated. And you can say they could be very relatable to some people. And if I say like what type of character they are, like protagonist, antagonist, or something else, it's blatantly obvious who that is. So okay, they are on a certain task or doing something very important right now, or you can say was, because they're not doing that right now, or not anymore. More that is, but yeah, who is this character? I said I was going to be very blunt about this because this character is really easy. Okay, another hint. This character has been seen in a lot of episodes. Most of them have this character in it, or at least once, or maybe in cameo. But now that makes it really obvious who that is. But who is this? This character, I'm going to say it, this character has a moon. Or maybe you can say two if you want to count that. But it has one, or if I say one, it really doesn't make any sense because it technically doesn't. Well, the answer, the character was, it's absolutely obvious. It's freaking Terra. Or Earth, or however because this guy is shipped with every single character. He's in mostly every single freaking episode. Okay. My God. Oh my God. I think we're done with this game show because I think I'm gonna go out of business. But maybe we can do one more. I was gonna say Earth was gonna be the last one, but I don't know. No, I'm kind of waiting for the next episode to come out, but okay. Here's one more. What the? Okay. That's context. All right. Here's one more guessing game. This is gonna be blatantly easy, but easy. This character is again part of one of the more positive characters, and one of them which is known to have a disorder on the wiki. And you can say they're not going to do so well in the more recent episodes, or maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? And they can be seen as well, this one most of the time cannot be shipped with anybody because they just can't. Because that would be really awkward, actually. Okay, I'm going to say this again. This character is one of the more positive of the characters, and they are one of the ones with the disorder on the wiki. And this character cannot really be shipped with anybody, except for maybe one character or two if you want to go that far, or maybe three if you again want to go that far. But who is this character? Okay, this character has a certain job that it has to do all the time. It's a certain job that it has to do, but it's all the time. And it has to do that all the time. The last character of this game show, it is the sun. He has nothing. He's gonna crash out when he realizes all his plans are gone. He will shoot everybody with a gun, and will not come back after that. Okay, I think we're done here. We're done. Here. Bleh. Oh my freaking god, we're done. You know what? Maybe we can do a tad bit more. Maybe we can do a tad bit more. No, wait. One more. One freaking more. We're doing one more before you leave. Hold on. This is again a pretty big celestial body. We're doing one more, and their design, it could be a bit mid. Their personality, though, is very, very specific, and well, and we just need one thing about this character that shows us why they are this way. Okay, that makes it easy, but who is this character? It's pretty easy who this freaking is, but I'm going to say this one more time. This character has a very specific personality. It's a big celestial body, and their design is kind of mid. I'm going to say that because they kind of look like you could have more going for it, but we may need one specific episode about why they may be this way. And this episode has not come out yet, which I really do want it for them, but they don't have it. So this is the final one, and who is it? I'm just gonna say it. It's not that big. It's not really big, but you can consider it big. And well, they had a whole short that is that's when this character smiles in once, one of the 5 different freaking this character has only smiled at least a little bit. I don't know how many times, but it wasn't so much. But they have smiled only a few times. Actually, and you can say it is kind of he can be a favorite because of his I just gave it away who it's gender. His maybe If I say this one thing, it will actually give it all away. But it's well, you can say he's a sibling, I guess. Guess of another celestial body. That makes it really easy who it is. Who is this character? The fact that nobody actually said that yet, it's really freaking crazy. Crazy. If I say one thing, it will bring it all down, but this character is Venus. Now, I think we're done here. We have done this for about an hour and 15 minutes. He's not so big, but he's not too small. And you can call him a sibling of Earth because of their size and also the fact that, well, not really, but maybe, possibly, that he can. Well, I think we're done with this game show because I might just get sued. But, see you later. See you later, guys. Yeah.